All right, guys, this is Donnie.
And Sandra.
And we are coming to you from Union County, North Carolina. And we are presently, at the time of this recording, boondocking. And boondocking means that we are not hooked up to any power or water or sewer. We are self-contained, and we are parking in a parking spot. And we will be at this parking spot until tomorrow morning. And it's been an absolute gorgeous day, but we are at Sharon View Farm that specializes in mushrooms. They are a mushroom farm. They make mushrooms and all types of stuff. And so they really have a really good thing going here, and they are rocking it. But that's where we are. And Union County is the 46th county. The 46th county out of the 100 counties that we are attempting to stay in. We share the fun facts about the counties, and we share our places that we stay for fellow RVers, and just cool locations that we may visit for those that may not have an RV and just want a neat place to go to. But we also share the fun, the ghost stories and the urban legends, the ghost stories and urban legends in these counties, if I can find one. The Blakeney House, the address that I have for this is 418 East Franklin Street in Monroe, North Carolina. I actually gleaned the information from two sources, one of them being Haunted Places, www.hauntedplaces.org, and the other one is scaryhq.com. That's scaryhq.com. And so I gleaned some information from both of these sites about this particular house in question. And so, but this is the way it goes. The 1903 Blakeney House has been a private home, several restaurants, and now is used for a Bible and mission training for the company youth with a mission. Although the company maintains that the house is not haunted, it is in fact said to be haunted by three ghosts: William Blakeney himself, a lady in red, and a young girl. Witnesses have described cold gusts, footsteps, candles that light themselves, locked doors that suddenly open. Now, it says that the Blakeney house is believed to be haunted by William Blakeney. He was a greedy miser who has hidden his fortune somewhere in the house. Now, they don't say if they ever found it or not, but they said that he had hidden it in there. There is also rumored talk about a girl, perhaps related to Blakeney, who watched her parents get run over from the upstairs window. The house was first renovated and remodeled about 15 years ago to house a privately owned Boswell's restaurant. Prior to the remodeling, neighborhood kids were told not to go around the house, but that might have been just adults against trespassing. You know, they kind of scare the kids. Mm-hmm. But it goes on. Once the restaurant opened, employees began to report strange things such as dishes, entire cabinets full, relocated, tables being moved, and other odd anomalies. One account involved a luncheon on the second floor in one of the reserved rooms. Only 2 people were at the restaurant. It didn't open until lunch, and they set up elaborate place settings for the luncheon. As they went downstairs to start preparing further, loud crashes and bangs were heard from the upstairs. Using the slave staircase, and they put in parentheses, it's that old. That's how old this place is. The slave staircase, it's that old, which is the only way, to get up to that part of the house when it is locked. They found the entire banquet room had been ransacked. When you try to go upstairs, you get a very unsettling feeling. The feeling of I don't want to go up there at all. No business, restaurant or otherwise, has been successful at the Blakeney House, or at least no business ever stays there for very long. The business located there today makes a point of closing before dark, as they are afraid to be in the building for when the fun begins. And that is the first ghost story of Union County. Now, the second one I got from Monroe Union County NC History Stuff. It's blogspot.com. It's from March 19th, 2011. It's called Ghost Horse. Ghost Horse. This is how it goes. A favorite ghost story of Union County, North Carolina, is the ghost horse. Last wild horse in Union County killed by bad shot was the headline in the April 15th, 1927 Monroe Journal. According to the writer, T.W. Seacrest, the incident happened more than 100 years ago. This would date it around 1827, pre-Union County. It says our county was formed in 1842. It appears there was a certain white stallion of medium size with a heavy mane. He had a favorite roaming territory from Monroe to Indian Trail and from Wesley Chapel to Unionville. It was said that he could be found about 1.5 miles west of Baker's, near Rocky River and Old Charlotte Highway area, near Vern and Carl Hill's home, most every morning on a hill in a thick clump of lofty pines around the current Monroe Airport. And yes, this hill of pines is long gone. And so that was some little extra information that they put in there. It says, well, the men of the town decided he would make a mighty fine riding horse, so they built traps and lanes to drive him in, but they realized he was too smart for that. About 20 men set themselves up in different places with a bell on each of their own horses to run and tire him out. Each would take up the chase as the wild stallion would run by. They did this until late in the evening. Then they decided the best shot would crease the horse's neck, which meant to nick the horse's neck near the mane, and the horse would fall down and remain unconscious long enough to be roped up. Andy Seacrest won the toss of the coin for this task. Alas, he shot too low and killed the horse. And he says, after sharing this story with a Seacrest researcher, she asked an elderly relative about it. Turns out that the Helms and Seacrest families swore they saw the horse standing in the cluster of pines for years afterwards. So before the airport came along and cleared the land, Union County had a ghost horse. Who knows? Maybe it still roams to this day. But at any rate, guys, I tried to look up some information on, the meaning behind ghost horses, and it's kind of across the board. I got all types of meanings, and so none of them really satisfied me, because some of them had if you dreamt about a horse, or if you dreamt about a white horse, and of course you got the Bible's reference to white horses. The Antichrist is supposed to come riding in on a white horse, and so it's there's different meanings and different things. None of them really. I just wanted like when we went over the demon dog of Valier Crucius, the spiritual side of what a ghost dog would mean, or a demon dog, or like a hellhound or something like that. And so that's what I was trying to look for, the meaning of a ghost horse. And so sometimes in some of these urban legends or ghost stories, it kind of starts off from a root meaning. And so that's what I love about the North Carolina, or the digging into North Carolina urban legends and ghost stories, it's not so much the paranormal aspect of it, but the root of where it came from.
Well, it sounds to me like they were just, first of all, they should have left poor horse alone.
Yeah.
And it just sounds to me like it's almost like a guilty conscience thing. They think they still saw it.
Yeah, very well could be. But that's pretty much, whenever you look into the root, a lot of times you can get some truth into a real event that has kind of spawned an urban legend or a ghost story from that.
That's what it sounds like to me, that it was a real event. They accidentally killed the horse, and like you said, the guilty conscience, or maybe they kept thinking they saw it. And,
Anyway, guys,
as far as the first one goes, though, pretty scary that they can see, or the candles light themselves, because that could be dangerous.
Yeah. But guys, that's it for Union County. We hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you guys have a great night, and don't let the bed bugs bite.
We're gonna go to sleep out here in the middle of the pasture in the dark.
Yeah, we're actually in the middle. And I'll show a picture on the screen of exactly what it looks like right now where we're at. And but you guys take care. We love you. We hope you have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.